Hello, Big Daddy.
Ollie?
Congratulations.
Crap.
Oh, yeah. But St. Paul's in Granada has 3 memorial windows, and the latest one is a Tiffany stained glass window that costs $2,500. Picture of Christ, the Good Shepherd, with a lamb in his arms.
Who gave that window, preach?
Clyde Fletcher's widow. Also presented as St. Paul's with a baptismal font.
You know what someday I ought to give your church as a cooling system, preach?
Yes, sirree, Bob. And you know what Gus Ham's family gave in his memory to the church at Two Rivers? A complete new stone parish house with a basketball court in the basement and,
Hey, Preach. What's all this talk about memorials? Preach. You think someone's about to kick off around here? Is that it?
Startled by this interjection, Reverend Tooker decides to laugh at the question almost as loud as he can. How he would answer the question, we'll never know, as he spared that embarrassment by the voice of Cooper's wife, May, rising high and clear as she arrives with Doc Baugh, the family doctor, through the hall door. Let's see now. They've had their typhoid shots and their tetanus shots, their diphtheria shots and their hepatitis shots and their polio shots. They got those shots every month from May to September. And Gooper, hey Gooper, what have all the shitty kitties been shot for?
Turn on the hi-fi, Brick. Let's have some music to start off the party with.
The top becomes so general that the room sounds like a great aviary of chattering birds. Only Brick remains unengaged, leaning upon the liquor cabinet with his faraway smile, an ice cube in a paper napkin with which he now and then rubs his forehead. He doesn't respond to Margaret's command. She bounds forward and stoops over the instrument panel of the console.
We gave him that thing for a 3rd anniversary present. Got 3 speakers in it.
Turn that damn thing off.
Where's my Brick? Where's my precious baby?
Sorry, turn it back on.
Everyone laughs very loud. Big Daddy's famous for his jokes at Big Mama's expense, and nobody laughs louder at these jokes than Big Mama herself, though sometimes they're pretty cruel, and Big Mama has to pick up or fuss with something to cover the hurt that the loud laugh doesn't quite cover. On this occasion, a happy occasion, because the dread in her heart has also been lifted by the false report on Big Daddy's condition, she giggles grotesquely, coyly, in Big Daddy's direction, and bears down upon Brick, all very quick and alive. Here he is. Here's my precious baby. What's that you got in your hand? You put that liquor down, son. Your hand was made for holding something better than that.
Hoo-wee! Look at Brick put it down.
Oh, you bad boy, you. You're my bad little boy. Give Big Mama a kiss, you bad boy, you. Look at him shy away, will you? Brick never liked being kissed or made a fuss over. I guess because he's always had too much of it. Son, you turn that thing off. I can't stand TV. Radio's bad enough, but TV has got it one better. I mean, one worse. Now, what am I sitting down here for? I want to sit next to my sweetheart on the sofa, hold hands with him, and love him up a little. Big Mama has on a black and white figured chiffon. The larger legular patterns like the markings of some massive animal. The luster of her great diamonds, many pearls. The brilliance set in the silver frames of her glasses. Her riotous voice, booming laugh have dominated the room since she entered. Big Daddy has been regarding her with a steady grimace of chronic annoyance. Preacher, hey, preach! Give me your hand and help me up from this chair. Oh, I was rubber. No, your tricks, Big Mama. What tricks? You give me your hand so I can get up and... Ever see a preacher in a fat lady's lap? Hey, folks, ever seen a preacher in a fat lady's lap? Big Mama is notorious throughout the Delta for this sort of inelegant horseplay. Margaret looks on with indulgent humor, sipping bonnet on the rocks and watching Brick. But May and Gooper exchange signs of humorless anxiety over these antics, the sort of behavior which May thinks may account for their failure to quite get in with the smartest young married set in Memphis, despite all. One of the Negroes, Lacey or Suki, peeks in, cackling. They are waiting for a sign to bring in the cake and the champagne. But Big Daddy is not amused. He doesn't understand why, in spite of the infinite mental relief he's received from the doctor's report, he still has the same old fox teeth in his guts. This spastic thing sure is something, he says to himself, but aloud he roars at Big Mama.
Big Mama, will you quit horsing? You're too old and too fat for that sort of crazy stuff. Besides, a woman with your blood pressure, she had 200 last spring. She's risking a stroke when you mess around like that.
Here comes Big Daddy's birthday! And this is
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Big Daddy.
Happy birthday to you.
How old are y'all?
Oh, yeah. Skinnamarink-a-dink, skinnamarink-a-doo, we love you. Etc.
Skinnamarink-a-dink, it's
Skinnamarink-a-doo, Big Daddy
Big
you.
Daddy, you. We
Oh.
love you in the morning. We love you in the night. We love you when we're with you.
And we love you out of sight.
We're out of sight.
Skinnamarink-a-dink,
Skinnamarink-a-dink,
skinnamarink-a-doo, Big Mama too. That's probably about as good as the kids would do it, yeah.
Ida, what the hell is the matter with you?
She's just so happy. I'm just so happy, Big Daddy. I have to cry or something. Brick, do you know how wonderful news that Doc Bob got from the clinic about Big Daddy? Big Daddy's 100%.
Isn't that wonderful?
He's just 100%. Passed the examination with flying colors. Now that we know there's nothing wrong with Big Daddy but a spastic colon, I can tell you something. I was worried sick, half out of my mind, for fear that Big Daddy might have a thing like...
Brick, honey, aren't you going to give Big Daddy his birthday present?
Hey,
Here it is, Big Daddy. This is from Brick.
This is the biggest birthday Big Daddy's ever had. 100 presents and bushels and telegrams from... What is it, Brick?
I bet 550 the Brick don't know what it is.
The fun of presents is not knowing what they are till you open the package. Open your present, Big Daddy.
Open it yourself. I want to ask Brick something. Come here, Brick.
Big Daddy's calling you, Brick.
Tell Big Daddy I'm crippled.
I see you're crippled. I want to know how you got crippled.
Oh, look. Why? It's a cashmere robe.
You sound surprised, Maggie.
I never saw one before.
That's funny.
Why is it funny? All my family ever had was family. And luxuries such as cashmere robes still surprise me.
Quiet.
I don't see how you could be so surprised when you bought it yourself at Lowenstein's in Memphis last Saturday. You know how I know?
I said quiet.
I know because the sales girl that sold it to you waited on me and said, "Oh, Mrs. Pollitt, your sister-in-law just bought a cashmere robe for your husband's father."
Sister woman, your talents are wasted as a housewife and mother. You really ought to be with the FBI or...
Quiet.
The Stork and Reaper are running neck and neck. Ha 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 ha.
Preacher, I hope I'm not butting in on more talk about memorial stained glass windows, am I, Preacher? Preacher?
Now, Big Daddy, don't you pick on Preacher.
You ever hear that expression, all hawk, no spit? You bring that expression to mind with that little dry coffee yours, all hawk and no spit.
I wonder if the mosquitoes are active tonight.
What's that, little mama? Did you make some remark?
Yes, I said I wondered if the mosquitoes would eat us alive or if we went out on the gallery for a while.
Well, if they do, I'll have your bones pulverized for fertilizer.
Last week we had an airplane spraying all over the place, and I think it done some good. At least I haven't had a...
Brick, they tell me, if what they tell me is true, that you done some jumping last night on that high school athletic field.
Brick, Big Daddy's talking to you, son.
Oh, what was that, Big Daddy?
They said you done some jumping on the high school track field last night.
That's what they told me, too.
Was it jumping or humping you were doing down there? What were you doing out there at 3 a.m. laying a woman on that cinder track?
Big Daddy, you are off the sick list now, and I'm not going to excuse you for talking so
Quiet.
nasty in front of Preacher and...
Quiet. I asked you, Brick, if you was cutting yourself a piece of poondang last night on that cinder track. I thought maybe you was chasing poondang on that track, tripped over something that he chased. Is that it?
No, sir, I don't think so.
Reverend Tuco, let's you and I take a stroll on the Windows Walk.
What the hell were you doing out there at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Just jump the hurdles, Big Daddy. Running, jump the hurdles. Those high hurdles got too high for me now.
Because you was drunk?
Sober, I wouldn't have tried to jump low ones.
Big Daddy, blow out the candles on your birthday cake.
I want to propose toast to Big Daddy Pollitt on his 65th birthday, the biggest cotton planter in...
I told you to stop it. Now stop it. Quit this.
Big Daddy, I will not allow you to talk that way, not even on your birthday.
I'll talk like I want on my birthday, Ida, or any goddamn day of the year, and anybody here that don't like it knows what they can do.
You don't mean that.
What makes you think I don't mean it?
I just know you don't mean it.
You don't know a goddamn thing, and you never did.
Big Daddy, you don't mean that.
Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. I mean it. I put up with a whole lot of crap around here because I thought I was dying. And you thought I was dying and you started taking over. Well, you could stop taking over now, Ida, because I'm not going to die. You could just stop now. This business taking over because you're not taking over because I'm not dying. I went through the laboratory and the goddamn exploratory operation. There's nothing wrong with me but a spastic colon. And I'm not dying of cancer, which you thought I was dying of. Ain't that so? Didn't you think I was dying of cancer, Ida? Ain't that so, Ida? Didn't you have an idea I was dying of cancer? Now you could take control of this place and everything on it? I got that impression. I seem to get that impression. Your loud voice everywhere. Your fat old body butting in here and there.
Hush, the preacher.
Rut the goddamn preacher. Did you hear what I said? I said rut the goddamn preacher.
I never seen you act like this before, and I can't think what's got in you.
I went through all that laboratory and operational just so I would know if you and me was boss here. Well, now it turns out I am, and you ain't. And that's my birthday present, and my cake and champagne. Because for 3 years now, you've been gradually taking over. Bossing, talking, sashaying your fat body all over the place I made. I made this place. I was overseer on it. I was the overseer on the old straw on the chill platform. I quit school at 10. I quit school at 10 years old and went to work like in the field. And I rose to be overseer of the straw on the chill plantation. No straw died, and I was a chill's partner, and the place got bigger, 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 bigger. I did all that myself, no goddamn help from you, and now you think you're just about to take over. Well, I am just about to tell you that you are not just about to take over. You are not just about to take over a goddamn thing. Is that clear to you, Ida? Is that very plain to you now? Is that understood completely? I've been through the laboratory from A to Z. I had the goddamn exploratory operation. Nothing is wrong with me but a spastic colon. Made spastic, I guess, by disgust. By all the goddamn lies and liars that I have had to put up with, and all the goddamn hypocrisy that I lived with all these 40 years that we've been living together. Hey, Ida, blow out the candles on the birthday cake. Purse up your lips and draw a deep breath and blow out the goddamn candles on the cake.
Oh, Big Daddy. Oh, Big Daddy.
What's the matter with you?
In all these years, you never believed that I loved you?
Huh?
And I did so much. I did love you. I even loved your hate and your hardness, Big Daddy.
Well, it'd be funny if that was true. Brick! Hey, Brick! I didn't call you Maggie, I called Brick.
I'm just delivering him to you. Right?
Why did you do that?
Do what, Big Daddy?
Wipe a kiss off your mouth like she spit on you.
I don't know. I wasn't conscious of it.
That woman you always has a better shape on her than Goopers, but somehow or other they got the same look about them.
What sort of look is that, Big Daddy?
I don't know how to describe it, but it's the same look.
They don't look peaceful, do they?
No, they sure now don't.
They look nervous as cats.
That's right, they look nervous cats.
Nervous as a couple of cats in a hot tin roof title drop.
That's right, title drop. They look like a couple of cats on a hot tin roof. It's funny that you and Gooper being so different will pick out the same type of woman.
Both of us married into society, Big Daddy.
Crap, I wonder what gives them both that look.
Well, they're sitting in the middle of a big piece of land, Big Daddy. 28,000 acres is a pretty big piece of land, so they're squaring off on it. Each determined to knock off, I don't know, bigger piece of it than the other whenever you let it go.
I got a surprise for these women. I'm not going to let it go for a long time yet, if that's what they're waiting for.
Whew, that's right, Big Daddy. You just sit tight and let 'em scratch each other's eyes out.
You bet your life I'm gonna sit tight on it and let these sons of bitches scratch their eyes out. But Goopa's wife, a good breeder, you gotta admit she's fertile. Hell, at supper tonight, she had 'em all at the table, and they had to put a couple extra leaves in the table to make room for them. She's got 5 head of them now. And another one's coming.
Yep, number 6 is coming.
Brick, you know, I swear to God, I don't know the way it happens.
Wait, what happens, Big Daddy?
You get you a piece of land by hook or crook, things start growing on it. Things accumulate on it. First thing you know, it's completely out of hand. Completely out of hand.
Well, they say nature hates a vacuum, Big Daddy.
That's what they say. Sometimes I think a vacuum is a hell of a lot better than some of the stuff that nature replaces it with. Someone out by that door?
Yep.
Who?
Someone interested in what we say to each other.
The Goopa? Goopa?
Did you call Goop a Big Daddy?
Oh, it was you.
Do you want Goop a Big Daddy?
No, and I don't want you. I want some privacy here while I'm having a confidential talk with my son Brick. Now, it's too hot in here to close them doors, but if I have to close those rotten doors in order to have a private talk with my son Brick, just let me know when I'll close them. Because I hate eavesdroppers. I don't like any kind of sneaking and spying.
Why, Big Daddy,
You stood on the wrong side of the moon, it threw your shadow.
I was just.
You was just nothing but spying, and you know it.
Oh, Big Daddy, you're so unkind for some reason to those that really love you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up. I'm gonna move you and Goopa out of that room next to this. None of your goddamn business goes on in here at night between Brick and Maggie. You listen at night like a couple of rotten Pico spies and go and give a report on what you hear to Big Mama. She comes to me and they say such and such and so about what there's going on between Brick and Maggie. Jesus, it makes me sick. I'm gonna move you and Goopa out of that room. I can't stand sneaking and spying. It makes me sick.
They listen, do they?
Yeah, they listen and give reports to Big Mama on what goes on here between you and Maggie. They say that you won't sleep with her. You sleep on the sofa. Is that true or not true? You don't like Maggie? Get rid of Maggie. What are you doing there now?
Freshening up my drink.
Son, you know you got a real liquor problem?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I know.
Is that why you quit sports announcing? Because of this liquor problem?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I guess so.
Son, don't guess about it. It's too important.
Yes, sir.
Listen to me. Don't look at that damn chandelier. Something else we picked up at the big fire sale in Europe. Life is important. There's nothing else to hold on to. Man, that drink's throwing his life away. Don't do it. Hold on to your life. There's nothing else to hold on to. Sit down over here so we don't have to raise our voices. The wolves have ears in this place.
All right, Big Daddy.
Quit. How'd that come about? Some disappointment?
I don't know. Do you?
I'm asking you, goddammit. How in the hell would I know if you don't?
I just got out there and found I had a mouthful of cotton. I was always 2 or 3 beats behind what was going on in the field, so I,
Quit.
yeah, quit.
Son.
Huh?
Ooh, I took in too much smoke. Made me a little lightheaded. Why is it so damn hard for people to talk?
Yeah. Nice, peaceful sounding clock. Not to hear it all night.
We got that dock the summer we went to Europe. Me and Big Mama on that damn Cook's tour. Never had such an awful time in my life, I'm telling you, son. Those over there, they got your eyeballs out in their grand hotels. Big Mama bought more stuff than you could haul in a couple of boxes of cars. That's no crap. Everywhere she went on this World War tour, she bought. Why, half the stuff she bought was still crated up in the cellar, underwater last spring. Yep, is nothing on earth but a great big auction. That's all it is. A bunch of old worn out places. It's just a big fire sale, the whole rotten thing. Big Mama went wild in it. Why, you couldn't hold that woman with a mule's harness. Boy. Lucky I'm a rich man, yes sirree. Bob, and half all that stuff is mildewing in the basement. Lucky I'm a rich man, sure is lucky. Well, I'm a rich man, Brick. Yep, I'm a mighty rich man. You know how much I'm worth? Guess, Brick. Guess how much I'm worth. Close on 10 million in cash and blue chip stocks. Outside, mind you, 28,000 acres of the richest land this side of the Valley Nile.
Probably adjusted for inflation, that's like all the money.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot.
But a man can't buy his life with it. He can't buy back his life with it when his life has been spent. It's one thing not offered in this Europe fire sale in the American markets or any markets on earth. Man can't buy his life with it. He can't buy back his life when his life's finished. That's a sobering thought. A very sobering thought. That's a thought that I was turning over in my head over and over and over. Till today. I'm wiser and sadder, Brick. This experience which I just gone through. There's only one thing else I remember in Europe.
What's that, Big Daddy?
It was around Barcelona in the country of Spain. Children running over those bare hills, their bare skins begging like starving dogs with howls and screeches. How fat the priests are on the side of Barcelona. So many of them and so fat and so pleasant. You know, I could feed that country. I got enough money, I reckon, to feed that goddamn country. But the human animal is a selfish beast. I don't reckon the money I passed out there to those howling children in the hills around Barcelona more than old posted one of the chairs in this room. I'm being paid to put a new cover on this chair. Hell, I threw them money like you scatter feed corn for chickens. I threw money at them just to get rid of them long enough to climb back in the car and drive away. Then in Morocco, them Arabs, why prostitution begins at 4 or 5. That's no exaggeration. Why, I remember one day in Marrakech, that old walled Arab city, I sat on a broke down wall to have a cigar. It was fearful hot there, and this Arab woman stood in the road and looked at me and said I was embarrassed. She stood stock still in the dusty hot road and looked at me until I was embarrassed. But listen to this. She had a naked child with her, a little naked girl with her, barely able to title. After a while, she set this child on the ground, give her a push, whispered something to her. This child come toward me, barely able to walk, come toddle up to me, and Jesus, makes you sick to remember a thing like this. Stuck out its hand, tried to unbutton my trousers. Child not yet 5. Can you believe me? You think I'm making this up? Went back to the hotel and said to Big Mama, get packed. We're clearing out of this country.
Big Daddy, you're on a talking jag tonight.
Yes, sir, that's how it is. The human animal is a beast that dies, but the fact that he dying don't give him pity for others, no certain. Did you say something?
Yes, sir.
What?
Hand me over that crutch so I can get up.
Where you going?
I'm taking a little short trip to Echo Spring.
The where?
Liquor cabinet.
Yes, sir, boy. Human animal is a beast that dies. If he's got enough money, he buys, and buys. And I think the reason he buys everything he can buy, that in the back of his mind, he has the crazy hope that one of his purchases will be life everlasting, which it can never be. Human animal is a beast that.
Big Daddy, you sure are shooting the breeze here tonight.
I've been quiet here lately. Spoke not a word, just sat and stared into space. Had something heavy weighing on my mind, but tonight took that load. That load was took off from me. That's why I'm talking. The sky looks different to me.
Know what I like to hear most?
What?
Solid quiet. Perfect, unbroken quiet.
Why?
'Cause it's more peaceful.
Man, you'll hear a lot of that in the grave.
Are you through talking to me?
Why are you so anxious for me to shut me up?
Well, sir, ever so often you say to me, Brick, I want to have a talk with you, but when we talk, never materializes. Nothing is said. You sit in a chair and gas about this and that, and I look like I listen. I try to look like I listen, but I don't listen. Not much. Communication is awful hard between people, and somehow between you and me, it just don't.
Have you ever been scared? I mean, have you ever felt downright terror or something? Just one moment. I'm gonna close these doors.
Wow.
Rick,
Huh?
son, I thought I had it.
Had what? Had what, Big Daddy?
Cancer.
Oh.
I thought the old man made out of bones and laid his cold and heavy hand on my shoulder.
Well, Big Daddy, you kept a tight mouth about it.
A pig squeals. Man keeps a tight mouth about it, in spite of a man not having a pig's advantage.
What advantage is that?
Ignorance, morality, it's a comfort. Man don't have that comfort. He's the only living thing that conceives of death and knows what it is. The others go without knowing, which is the way that anything living should go. Go without knowing, without any knowledge of it. And yet a pig squeals. But a man, sometimes he can keep a tight mouth about it. Sometimes he can keep a tight mouth about it. I wonder if
What, Big Daddy?
a whiskey highball would injure this spastic condition.
No, sir. It might do it good.
Jesus, I can't tell you. The sky's open. Christ, it's open again. It's open, boy, it's open.
You feel better, Big Daddy?
Better hell, I can breathe. All my life I've been like a doubled up fist. Pounding, smashing, driving. Now I'm gonna loosen these doubled up hands and touch things easy with them. You know what I'm contemplating?
No, sir. What you contemplating?
Pleasure. Pleasure with women.
Hmm.
Brick, this stuff burns me. Yes, boy, I'll tell you something that you might not guess. I still have desire for women. This is my 65th birthday.
I think that's mighty remarkable, Big Daddy.
Remarkable.
Admirable, Big Daddy.
You're damn right it is. Remarkable and admirable both. Realize now I never had me enough. Let a man chance to slip by because scruples about it. Scruples, convention, crap, all that stuff is bull. Took the shadow of death to make me see it. Now that shadow's lifted, I'm gonna cut loose and have, what's it called? Have me a ball.
A ball, huh?
That's right, a ball. Hell, I saw Big Mama till, let's see, 5 years ago, till I was 60 and she was 58. Never even liked that, never did.
Don't you men hear that phone ring? I heard it way out on the gallery.
There's 5 rooms off this phone gallery that you could go through. Why don't you go through this one? Huh. Wow, when Big Mama goes out of the room, can't remember what that woman looks like. When Big Mom comes back into this room, boy, then I see what she looks like, and I wish I didn't. Hey, where you going?
Out for a breather.
Yet you ain't. Say it till this talk is finished, young fellow.
I thought it was finished, Big Daddy.
It ain't even begun.
My mistake. Excuse me. I just wanted to feel that river breeze.
Turn on the ceiling fan. Sit back down in that chair.
Miss Sally, you're a case. You're a caution, Miss Sally. Why don't you give me a chance to explain it to you?
Jesus, she's talking to my old maid sister again.
Well, goodbye now, Miss Sally. You come down real soon. Big Daddy's dying to see you. Yes. Goodbye, Miss Sally. Big Daddy, that was Miss Sally calling from Memphis again. You know what she done, Big Daddy? She called her doctor in Memphis to get him to tell her what that spastic thing is. And called back to tell me how relieved she was that, hey, let me in.
Nah, I ain't. I told you not to come and go through this room. You just back out and go through those 5 other rooms.
Big Daddy, Big Daddy, oh Big Daddy, you didn't mean those things you said to me, did you? Sweetheart, Sweetheart, Big Daddy, you didn't mean those awful things you said to me. I know you didn't. I know you didn't mean those things in your heart.
All I ask of that woman is that she leave me alone. She can't admit to herself that she makes me sick. It comes of having slept with her too many years. She'd quit much sooner, but that old woman, she never got enough of it. I was good in bed. Never should have wasted so much of it on her. They'll say you got just so many and each one is numbered. Well, I got a few left in me. Few. Now I'm gonna pick me a good one to spend them on. I'm gonna pick me a choice one. I don't care how much she costs. Smother her in minks. I'll strip her naked and smother her in minks and choke her with diamonds. I'll strip her naked and choke her with diamonds, smother her with minks, and hump her from hell to breakfast.
Who's that laughing in there?
Is Big Daddy laughing in there?
Did we not
Crap.
give Nineveh anybody to play?
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry, Nineveh.
Who should I pick up here?
You could be Gooper. Or you could be May. You could be both. You could. I feel like we've spoken over you too much.
I'll go with May.
Okay.
Who's that laughing in there?
Is Big Daddy laughing in there?
Cramped and 2 drips. Yes, son, brick boy. I'm happy. I'm happy, son. I'm happy. What makes you so restless? You gotta answer your britches?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Something hasn't happened.
Yeah, what is that?
My click.
Did you say click?
Yes, click.
What click?
A click that I get in my head that makes me peaceful.
I sure don't know what you're talking about, but it disturbs me.
Just a mechanical thing.
What is a mechanical thing?
This click that I get in my head that makes me peaceful. Got to drink till I get it. It's just a mechanical thing. Something like a
Like,
a switch clicking off in my head. Turn the hot light off and the cool night on, and all of a sudden there's peace.
Jesus, I didn't know it had gotten that bad with you. Why, boy, you're alcoholic.
That's the truth, Big Daddy. I'm alcoholic.
This shows how I let things go.
I have to hear that little click in my head that makes me peaceful. Usually I hear it sooner than this, sometime as early as noon, but today it's dilatory. I just haven't got the right level of alcohol in my bloodstream yet.
Expected death made me blind. I didn't have no idea that a son of mine was turning into a drunkard under my nose.
Well, now you do, Big Daddy. Use has penetrated.
Oh, yeah. Now I do. The news has penetrated.
And so, if you'll excuse me,
No, I won't excuse you.
I better sit by myself till I hear that click in my head. It's just a mechanical thing, but don't happen except when I'm alone or talking to no one.
You got a long, long time to sit still, boy. Talk to no one. But now you're talking to me. At least I'm talking to you. You sit there and listen until I tell you the conversation is over.
But this talk is it's like all the others we ever had together in our lives. It's nowhere. It's painful, Big Dad.
All right, then let it be painful. Don't you move from that chair. I'm gonna remove that crutch.
Oh, I can hop on one foot, and if I fall, I can crawl.
If you ain't careful, you gonna crawl off this plantation, and then, by Jesus, you will have to hustle your drinks along Skid Row.
That'll come, Big Daddy.
No, it won't. You're my son. I'm gonna straighten you out. Now I'm straightened out. I'm gonna straighten you out.
Yeah?
Today the report come in from Oxnet Clinic. You know what they told me? The only thing they could detect with all the instruments of science in that great hospital is a little spastic condition of the colon. Nerves torn to pieces by all that worry about it.
You
Want
weren't
you to know, I breathe a sigh of relief almost as powerful as the Vicksburg tornado.
you weren't ready to go?
Go where? Quit. When you are gone from here, boy, you are long gone and nowhere. The human machine's not so different from the animal machine, or the fish machine, or the bird machine, or the reptile machine, or the insect machine. It's just a whole goddamn lot more complicated and consequently more trouble to keep together. Yep, I thought I had it all. The earth shook under my foot. The sky come down like the black lid of a kettle, and I couldn't breathe. Today, that lid was lifted. I drew my first free breath in how many years? God, 3. Stay here, you son of a bitch, till I say go.
I can't.
You sure in hell will, goddammit.
No, I can't. You talk in circles. We get nowhere. Nowhere. It's always the same. You say you want to talk to me and don't want a rotten thing to say to me.
Nothing to say when I'm telling you I'm gonna live when I thought I was dying.
Oh, is that what you have to say to me?
Why, you son of a bitch. Ain't that important?
Well, you said that. That's sad, and now
Now you sit back down.
you're all balled up. You
I ain't balled up.
you're balled up.
Don't tell me what I am, you drunken whelp. I'm gonna tear this coat sleeve off if you don't sit down.
Big Daddy.
Do what I tell you. I'm the boss here now. Want you to know I'm back in the driver's seat now. What hell do you want here, Big Mama?
Oh, Big Daddy, why are you shouting like that? I just can't stand it.
Get out of here.
Christ.
Yeah, Christ is right. Son of a tuba hawk fit.
Big Daddy, give me my crutch. Give me that crutch, Big Daddy.
Why do you drink?
I don't know. Give me my crutch.
You better think why you drink or give up drinking.
Will you please give me my crutch so I can get up off this floor?
First, you answer my question. Why do you drink? Why are you throwing your life away, boy? Like something disgusting you picked up on the street.
Big Daddy, I'm in pain. I stepped on that foot.
Good. I'm glad you're not too numb with the liquor in you to feel some pain.
Yo spilled my drink.
I'll make a bargain with you. You tell me why you drink, and I'll hand you one. I'll pour you the liquor myself and hand it to you.
Why do I drink?
Yeah, why?
Give me a drink and I'll tell you.
Tell me first.
And I'll tell you in one word.
What word?
Disgust! Now, how about that drink?
What are you disgusted with? Gotta tell me that first. Otherwise, being disgusted don't make no sense.
Give me my crutch.
You heard me. You gotta tell me what I asked you first.
I told y'all, I said to kill my disgust.
Disgusted with what?
Oh, you'll strike a hard bargain.
What are you disgusted with? And I'll pass you the liquor.
Oh, I can hop on one foot, and if I fall, I can crawl.
You want the liquor that bad?
Yeah, I want it that bad.
If I give you a drink, will you tell me what it is you were disgusted with, Brick?
Yes, sir. I'll try to. Have you ever heard the word mandacity?
Sure. Mendacity is one of them $5 words that cheap politicians throw back and forth at each other.
You don't know what it means.
Don't I mean lying and liars?
Yes, lying and lies.
Someone been lying to you?
We want Big Daddy. We want Big Daddy.
Oh,
Big Daddy, the kiddies are shouting for you out there.
Mara. Keep
Big-
out, Cooper.
Excuse me.
Who's been lying to you? Has Margaret been lying to you? Has your wife been lying to you about something, Brick?
Not that wouldn't matter.
Who's been lying to you? What about?
No one single person and no one lie.
And what? What then, for Christ's sake?
The whole thing.
Why are you rubbing your head? You got a headache?
No, I'm trying to.
Concentrate. But you can't, because your brain's all soaked with liquor. Is that the trouble? Wet brain? What do you know about this mendacity thing? Hell, I could write a book on it. Don't you know that? I could write a book on it and still not cover the subject. Well, I could. I could write a goddamn book on it and still not cover the subject anywhere near enough. Think of all the lies I gotta put up with. Pretenses. Ain't that mendacity? Having to pretend stuff you don't think or feel, have any idea of. Having, for instance, act like I care for Big Mama. I haven't been able to stay in the sight, sound, or smell of that woman for 40 years now. Even when I laid her regular as a piston. Then that little son of a bitch of a Gooper and his wife May and those 5 same screechers out there like pets in the jungle. Jesus, I can't stand to look at them. Church bows the bejesus out of me, but I go and sit there and listen to the fool preacher. Clubs, elks, masonry, rotary crap. Ugh. You I do like for some reason. Did always have some kind of real feeling for. Affection, respect, yes, always. You and being a success as a planner is all I ever had any devotion to in my whole life. That's the truth. I don't know why, but it is. I've lived with mendacity. Why can't you live with it? Oh, you got to live with it. There's nothing else to live with except mendacity, is there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There is something else that you can live with.
What?
This liquor.
That's not living. That's dodging away from life.
I want to dodge away from it,
Why don't you kill yourself, man?
'cause I like to drink.
God, I can't talk to you.
I'm sorry, Big Daddy.
Not as sorry as I am. I'll tell you something. A little while back when I thought my number was up, before I found out it was just this spastic colon, I thought about you. Should I or should I not, if the jig was up, give you this place when I go? Since I hate Goopa and May and know that they hate me, and since all 5 same monkeys are little Mays and Goopas, and I thought, no. Then I thought, yes. I couldn't make up my mind. I hate Koopa and his 5 same monkeys and that bitch May. Why should I turn over 28,000 acres of the richest land, the side of the valley? Nah, it's none of my kind. Why in hell, on the other hand, Brick, should I subsidize a goddamn fool in the bottle? Like to like not, well, maybe even loved. Why should I do that? Subsidize worthless behavior, rot, corruption.
I understand.
Well, if you do, you're smaller than I am, goddammit, because I don't understand. This I will tell you frankly. I don't make up my mind at all on the question. Instead of this day, I ain't made out no will. Well, now I don't have to. Pressure's gone. I can just wait and see if you pull yourself together or if you don't.
That's right, Big Daddy.
You sound like you thought I was kidding,
No, sir, I know you're not kidding.
but you don't care?
No, sir, I don't care. Now, how about taking a look at your birthday fireworks and getting some of that cool breeze off the river?
Wait, Brick. Don't let's leave it like this. Like the mother talks we've had. We've always talked around things. We've just talked around things for some rotten reason. I don't know what. It's always like something was left not spoken, something avoided, because neither of us was honest enough with the other.
I never lied to you, Big Daddy.
Did I ever to you?
No, sir.
And there's at least two people who never lie to each other.
But we've never talked to each other.
We can now.
Big Daddy, there don't seem to be much anything to say.
You say that you drink to kill your disgust with lying?
Yo said to give you a reason.
Is liquor the only thing that'll kill that disgust?
Now, yes.
But not once, huh?
Not when I was still young and believing. Drinking man is someone who wants to forget he isn't still young and believing.
Believe in what?
Believing.
Believe in what?
Believing.
I don't know what the hell you mean by believing, and I don't think you know what you mean by believing. But if you still got sports in your blood, go back to sports announcing and
Why, sit in a glass box watching games I can't play, scribing what I can't do while players do it, sweating out their disgust and confusion in contests I'm not fit for, drinking a Coke half bourbon so I can stand it. That's no goddamn good anymore, no help. Time just outran me, Big Daddy. Got there first.
I think you passing the buck.
You know many drinking man?
I've known a fair number of that species.
Could any of them tell you why he drank?
Yep, you passing the buck to things like time and disgust with mendacity and crap. If you got used to that kind of language about a thing, 90 proof bull, and I'm not buying any.
I had to give you a reason to get a drink.
You started drinking when your friend Skipper died.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting nothing. But Goopa and May suggested that there was something not exactly right in your
Not right?
not, well, exactly normal in your friendship with.
They suggested that too? I thought that was Maggie's suggestion. Who else's suggestion is it? Is it yours? How many others thought that Skipper and I were...
Now hold on. Hold on a minute, son. I knocked around in my time.
What's that got to do with...
I said, hold on. I bummed this country till I was.
Whose suggestion? Who else's suggestion was it?
Slipped in hobo jungles and railroad wires and flop houses in old cities before I.
Oh, you think so too? You call me your son and a queer. Oh, well, maybe that's why you put Mag and me in this room that was Jack Straws and Peter Cellos and that pair of old sisters living in a double bed where both of them died.
Now just don't go throwing rocks there. What are you looking for, preacher?
The gentleman's lavatory.
Go back out. Walk down to the other end of the gallery, Reverend Tucker. Use the bathroom connected with my bedroom. If you can't find it, ask him where it is.
Thanks.
It's hard to talk in this place.
Son of...
I seen all things and understood a lot of them. To 1910. Christ, the year that I wore my shoes through, I hopped off a yellow dog freight car half a mile down the road, slipped in a wag of cotton outside the gin. Jack Straw and Peter Cello took me in. Hired me to manage this place, which grew into this one. When Jack Straw died, why, old Peter Cello quit eating like a dog when it does when its master died. And died too.
Christ.
I'm just saying, I understand such.
Skipper is dead. I have not quit eating.
No, but you started drinking.
You think so too?
Shh. Go away. Sprinkle glass.
You think so too? You think so too? You think me and Skipper did sodomy together?
Hold
That what you
on a minute.
you think we did dirty things between us, Skipper and
Why are you shouting like that? Why are you
me? Is that what you think of Skipper? Is that
so excited? I don't think nothing. I don't know nothing. I'm simply telling you what.
you think that Skipper and me were a pair of dirty old men?
Now that's
Straw, a cello, a couple of
now just
fucking sissies? Queers? Is that what you think?
Jesus. Whew. Grab my hand.
No. I don't want your hand.
Well, I want yours. Get up. You broken out in a sweat. You're panting like you just run a race with.
Big Daddy, you shot me. Big Daddy, you shot me. Talking so casually about things like that. Don't you know how people feel about things like that? How disgusted they are about things like that? Why, old Miss was discovered pledged to our fraternity. Skipper's mind did a attempt to do a natural thing. We not only dropped like a hot rock, we told him to get off the campus, and he did. He got all the way to
Where?
North Africa, last I heard.
Well, I'll come back from further away than that. Just now returned from the other side of the moon. Death's country, son. I'm not easy to shock by anything here. Always, anyhow. Lived too much space around me to be infected by ideas of other people. One thing you can grow in a big place more important than cotton is tolerance. I've grown it.
Why I can't exceptional friendship, real, deep friendship between two men be respected something clean, decent without being thought of as
Can. It is, for God's sake.
berries.
I told man Gooper.
Fuck me and Goober. Fuck all dirty lies and liars. Skipper and me had a clean, true thing between us. Had a clean friendship. Practically all our lives till Maggie got the idea you're talking about. Normal? No. It was too rare to be normal. Any true thing between two people's too rare to be normal. Oh, once in a while, I'll put his hand on my shoulder, I'll put mine on his, or maybe when we're touring the country and pro football and shared old tours, we reach across the space between two beds, shake hands, say goodnight. Yep. Well, one or two times we...
Brick, nobody thinks that that's not normal.
Well, the mistake it was. It's a pure and true thing. That's not normal.
Yeah, it's hard to talk.
All right, then. Let's let it go.
Why did Skip crack up? Why have you?
All right. You're asking for it, Big Daddy. We're finally gonna have that real true talk you wanted. It's too late to stop it now. Gotta carry it through. Cover every subject. Maggie declares that Skipper and I went into pro football if we left Ole Miss because we were scared to grow up. Wanted to keep on tossing those long, high passes. Couldn't be intercepted except by time. Aerial attack made us famous, so we did. We did give up for one season that aerial attack. We held it high, yeah. That summer, Maggie, she laid down the law to me and said, "Now or never." So I married Maggie.
That was Maggie in bed.
Oh, great. The greatest. She went on the road that fall with Dixie Stars. Oh, she made a great show of being the world's best sport. She wore a tall bearskin cap, a shake over the collar, dyed moleskin coat dyed red. Got crazy. Ran at hotel balls or victory celebrations, wouldn't cancel them when it turned out defeat. Maggie the cat. But Skipper, Yeah, I had some fever which came back on him, which doctors couldn't explain. I got that injury. Turned out to be just shouting X-ray plate and a touch of bursitis. They in the hospital bed, watched our games on TV, saw Maggie on the bench next to Skipper when he was hauled out of a game for stumbles, fumbles, burned me up the way she hung on his arm. No, I think the Maggies all felt sore left out 'cause she and me never got any closer together than two people just get in bed. It's not much closer than two cats that are fence humping, so she took this time to work on poor dumb Skipper. He was less than the average student at Ole Miss. You know that, don't you? Poured in his mind the dirty, false idea that what we were, him and me, was a frustrated case of that old pair of sisters that lived in this room. Jack Straw and Peter Cello. He, poor Skipper, went to bed when Maggie to prove it wasn't true. When it didn't work out, he thought it was true. Skipper broke in two like a rotten stick. Nobody ever turned so fast to a lush or died of it so quick. Now, are you satisfied?
Are you satisfied?
With what?
That half-ass story.
What's half-ass about it?
Something's left out of that story. What did you leave out?
Yes, I left out long-distance call, which I had from Skipper, which he made a drunken confession to me, on which I hung up. Last time we spoke to each other in our lives.
You hung up?
Hung up! Jesus! Well,
Anyhow, now, we have tracked down the lie with which you are disgusted, which you are drinking to kill your disgust with, Brick. You've been passing the buck. This disgust with Mendasti is disgust with yourself. You dug the grave of your friend and kicked him in it, for you face truth with him.
his truth, not mine.
He's truth, okay. But you wouldn't face it with him.
Who can face truth? Can you?
Now don't start past the rotten buck again, boy.
How about these birthday congratulations? These many, many happy returns of the day when everybody but you knows there won't be any. Let's go out now and...
Oh, no, no, no. No one's going out. What did you start to say?
I don't remember.
Many happy returns when they know there won't be any.
Oh, hell, Big Daddy, forget it. Come on out in the gallery and look at the fireworks they're shooting off for your birthday.
First, you finish that remark you were making before you cut off. Many happy returns when they know there won't be any. Isn't that what you just said?
Look now, I can get around without that crutch if I have to, but it would be a lot easier on the furniture and glassware if I didn't have to go swing along like Tarzan of the fucking...
Finish what you were saying.
Leave the place to Goober and May and their five same little monkeys. All I want is
Leave the place, did you say?
all 28,000 acres of the richest land this side of the Valley Nile.
Who said I was leaving this place to Cooper or anybody? This is my 65th birthday. I got 15 years, 20 years left in me. I'll outlive you. I'll bury you and have to pay for your coffin.
Sure. Many happy returns. Now let's go watch the fireworks. Come on, let's...
Lying. Have they been lying? About the report from the clinic, did they? Did they find something? Cancer, maybe?
Mendasti is a system we live in. Liquor is one way out. Death's the other.
Oh, Big
Oh,
Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Oh, yeah, go for it now.
Oh, Big Daddy, the field hands are singing for you.
Brick! Brick!
He's outside drinking, Big Daddy.
Brick!
I'm sorry, Big Daddy. My head don't work anymore. It's hard for me to understand how anybody could care if he lived or died or was dying or care about anything, but whether or not there was liquor left in the bottle. So I said what I said without thinking. Some ways I'm no better than the others. Some ways worse because I'm less alive. It's being alive that makes them lie, and being almost not alive makes me sort of accidentally truthful. I don't know. Well, we're being friends, telling each other the truth. You told me. I told you.
Bang, 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 bang,
Bang,
bang,
bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang.
Christ damn, old lying sons of lying bitches. Yes, old liars, old liars, old lying, dying liars. Lying, dying liars.
Ah! Curtains.
Slap.